Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Alright, I'm gonna try this way. Ready? And...
Hello! So you just saw Mentos and Coke experiment. It's one we've done in person quite a bit. This time it worked better than I think I've seen it in this entire, my entire experience with it. It kind of surprised me, as you may have heard on the video. I wanted to show you a couple things. So the way that Mentos and Coke work, it's a physical reaction. The pits on the Mentos help the bubbles in the Coke come out, and that's what you see is when all the bubbles come out of the pop and go straight up. And so when you're done, you have a really, really flat pop that I would not recommend drinking because it probably wouldn't taste all that great. But it's a lot of fun to see that happen. And one of the ways Mythbusters actually did an episode, so I'd recommend you looking into that if you're interested in more sciencey terms around it. But they've actually, few people have done experiments where they got the different kinds of Mentos. So the regular Mentos is what you want to get. I accidentally got a smiley face emoji Mentos one year, and they did not do very well because they had an extra coating, so there were fewer pits to cause the bubbling. But like I said, this one worked really well. I was wearing glasses because you should always wear glasses when you're trying to make things explode. It's good policy. But this one and especially, I made sure to have them on because you can still see a little bit here. The pop bottle lid, it was even higher up than this, had a bubble to it. So there was already a lot of pressure built up, which is probably why it worked really well. And I don't know what caused it to build up like that, but you know, it worked out for this experiment. I'm not sure I would have drank the soda on its own, but science worked. And one of the things that made us realize how strong it was, usually in this, the Mentos go all the way to the bottom, you know, causing disruption as they go, and stay there. This time, we found one little errant Mento that had been flung out of the bottle. I don't know what it did, but it got flung out and hit the ground so hard that it broke in half. And I know it's the same Mento because when they go together the other way, it's a perfect fit. So there's that. I hope you enjoyed this extra science experiment. Hopefully next year we'll be able to have as good of a result as this one. If your parents or responsible adult is okay with you doing this, make sure they are. And get some Mentos, get some Diet Coke works best. We just used the cheap stuff from the dollar store. But make sure that they're okay with it and make sure to do it outside. I had to hose down the house because there was pop all over it. And you know, that's how you get bees. So, and hose down our concrete so that we wouldn't get ants. Make sure to clean up after yourself and be a responsible steward of the resources we have. But alright, that's our experiment for today. Thanks for tuning in.